cut here. Hi, and welcome to another Harry's Hobbies video. And in this one will be a relatively short video. As you can see, I have the base. It's been a little bit of pre-paint has been done. What I do with this is I put some Elmer's glue down, and then I have a sand that I use for the base that gives it a rough texture and makes it a little easier for other things to bond to this display. I did raise up this corner just a little bit to give it a little more depth. And of course this will change, as there will be a wrap that will go around that basically will be about this high, and that'll be to hold the water solution that I'll put in that'll dry. Now, as you can obviously see, there's numerous holes in this, and that's for the model itself to sit inside. And that's the third time that little booger has popped off. So now what I want to do is, since I do have this wired to light, I have a hole here in the middle for the wires to go through. So you want to make sure that you get these through first. And then on this other side, as you can see, I've got a rather large area that is cut out, and this so for the 9-volt battery to sit up in there. And then I'll pull the wires through until we get to a point where we're ready to hold up the building itself so that we can bring it on in. And these will line up, and the pier stanchions will slide into the holes. And then since I have that, I hold it as tight as I can, and I go around on the other side here where you can see some of the stanchions are poking through. Now I think the first thing I'm going to do is grab a little rubber band and wrap up these wires so that they're not flopping around and I don't snag them and possibly take a chance on ripping apart anything. I definitely don't want to do that at this stage of the game. Alright, so that'll hold that into place there. And then we just take I'm going to turn it over this way. And then I'm going to take hot glue while I'm holding the model in place on the other side. And I'm going to take some hot glue and fill in some of these holes from the bottom. Now hold that down while that sets up a little bit. And this really doesn't take too long to set up. And I am going to go along and fill in some more. And this serves two purposes. It closes up these holes and it holds the stanchions in place. For when the liquid is poured in, it won't leak all over outside. And the good thing about working with the hot glue is, one of the good things about working with the hot glue is it sets up pretty quick. And I have this set on the low temp so that you can actually work with it a little bit with your fingers if you need to, and or a toothpick. But again, because it's low temp, it cools off a lot faster than if it was on the higher temp. But I don't want to melt any of the plastic parts and take a chance on screwing those up. And then for the other side, I'm going to do much the same. I'm going to take some hot glue and shoot it in between, and I'm not too concerned with a little bit of seepage out, because I'll be adding, in the case of the water, I'll be adding some rocks around the edges and some grasses, and that will help hide any sort of glue seepage that I may have. And then go around to the spaces that are relatively large and kind of fill them in with the hot glue a little bit at a time, so that as you build it up, it'll give it a chance to cool underneath so it doesn't ooze out the other side. And then you get all these, and I'm sure if you work with hot glue, you can relate to this. You do get these little, I call them angel hairs, because they have a tendency of getting all over everything, and they're easy to pull off, but they're just kind of a bit of a pain in the butt and seem to just get in the way in general. But they just pull right off. They're not a really bad thing, other than being a pain in the tail. And I have some rocks that I'm going to be using. This is some of the rocks I'll be using in the water area to kind of help build it up a little bit. And yes, I did get a little bit of seepage through the underneath, and this is why you build it up in a slower fashion, so that it gives a chance for this to set up. And basically, there you have it. Once again, I'll shoot some pictures of this and get those posted in a slideshow. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And again, thanks for watching.